Skip the fork, everybody. Welcome to the Land Geek Nightcap. Tonight, it's dealer's choice. No script, no agenda, no guardrails. This is your chance to take over the show. You got questions about land investing, mailing, pricing, selling, mindset, tech, deals you're working on, or the crazy stuff nobody else talks about? Fire away. Nothing's off the table. We're opening up the bar, pouring the drinks, and giving you unfiltered access to myself, Scott Bossman, the Zen Master, Mike Zano, buddy, John Handsome Rob, 8 is enough Burnett, and the Godfather himself, Mark Podolsky. Hey, everybody. How we doing, fellas?
Awesome.
Good.
Am I the only one that during the intro I'm jumping around my office just screaming and punching and get so excited?
Headbanging?
I definitely was the headbanging. I hurt myself. It was great.
I had my videos off.
I mean, that definitely creates some energy, that opening, for sure.
It does. It's one of my my son's favorite song. He refers to it as jazz. So I'm not sure he entirely knows what jazz is. He's like, Dad, can you play that jazz song about the baloney? But yeah.
That's awesome. The jazz song about the baloney.
They asked for a bologna sandwich yet?
No, my children have never tasted bologna.
You're a seasoned land investor. That's in your past, John.
We did go to Costco once, and they had Spam samples, and my kids are like, Dad, we need Spam.
Oh, I agree. I concur with that.
I concur. I'm a Spam lover, for sure. So, well, everybody, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Mark, did you, were you able to step away from the table without needing to unbutton the pants? Everything go okay with the meal? And
No.
No.
Total disaster. I got a DEXA scan afterwards, and as I told you guys, I'm fat, brittle. It's not going well. The aging is not going well. So I wish I were joking. Got a lot of work to do.
I mean, all you gotta do is what was it? Add 20 pounds of muscle and gain and lose 20 pounds of fat. I mean, you're there, man. You're at your ideal weight right now.
I'm at the ideal weight, just not the ideal composition. So,
all right. So you're using a personal trainer to help you with that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like how often?
I go tomorrow night. I'll let you know.
Like once a week? Oh, they're going to recommend. So
yeah. I mean, based on my DEXA scan, they're like every day. You got to come in here. They're going to see me and like, oh, what a sucker.
Oh, man. Well, you're a land investor. You have no excuse to not change the density.
100%.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing all the right things.
I think you look actually pretty young tonight, younger than normal. I don't know what's going on here, but
It's the haircut, man.
It's the haircut. I mean, yeah. But internally, my biological age is like 73. Just falling apart. Falling apart. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Yes.
Well, like we said, it's dealers to what did I say? Dealer's choice tonight.
So what do we just wait for people to ask questions?
Yeah, I think we open it up to the community and the masses that are watching. And if you have a question about anything land investing related or Mark's Texas scan, let's talk about it.
Anything health related.
But yeah. Well, Mike, maybe for people just tuning in for the first time.
Yeah.
You want to tell them who the four goofy guys are here and what we're talking about and why we're here?
Well, we're all land investors. The three of us, I don't know how you're all looking at us, learned from the gentleman on the top right. That's Mark. Mark is the land geek, and he taught us all how to buy land. This is pretty crazy. Like, we buy land at 25, 30 cents on the dollar, right? So, once we buy it, we have this huge, profit margin we can make, and we offer to people in owner finance payments. Here's the thing, when I explain this model to people, I think they get 2 sticking points, Mark, right? Typically. Number one, oh, sounds great, but who's going to sell you land 25 cents in a dollar? And the other sticking point, yeah, okay, great. You convinced me of that, but who's going to buy it? I think that's, other than that, the people are like, yeah, that makes total sense. You buy land cheap. You can go offer an owner financing, multiply your money. I mean, everything sounds great, but what do you say to them, Mark, when they say, this is 2 sticking points? Like, who's going to sell it to you and who's going to buy it from you?
Yeah. So the first sticking point, I would say, if I offered you right now for 25, 30 cents a dollar, everything in your garage you're not using, and you're getting taxed every year, by the way, for everything in your garage, would you take it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they would take it. So that's who's selling it. It's the people that it was once an asset. It's now a liability. Now, well, who's buying this? So after doing over 6,500 deals, never getting stuck with a piece of raw land, I can tell you with 100% confidence that there's a pig for every barn.
Yeah.
It all sells at the right price. So who's buying it? People that don't like people. They want to be away from the people. People that like nature. People that grew up hearing, buy land. It's the only thing that lasts.
Right.
You've got people who are preppers, right? They're preparing for the worst. They're hoping for the best. You've got outdoors people. You've got people that are investors. You have people that are even speculators. They think, oh, maybe one day this is going to be worth something. You've got people who just think it's cool. They just think it's cool. It's the same thing. I like to think of it as man jewelry. It just feels good, right? Like, think about it. Like, John is buying Val jewelry, most likely for Christmas. She's going to put the jewelry in her ears. 99% of the time, she won't even see it. Right? But she likes the way it makes her feel. She doesn't even see it. It's the same thing with the land. People don't maybe go out there, but they just like the deed. They like the way it feels. I own something. I own this. And I can afford it.
Makes sense.
Mark, just to clarify, did you say man jewelry?
Man jewelry.
Okay.
Because most of our clients are men. But I would say that we have women who are
call it land jewelry, right?
Land jewelry.
I like the idea of just having like a deed, like as a necklace. I think I'm going to start sending that to my clients.
You said crazier things, John Burnett.
We got such a good point. Like, should I already be shopping for my wife? Is it time for Christmas shopping already?
It's time.
I think it's time.
I mean, it's Cyber Week. You missed out most of the deals.
Yeah.
I got some parcels for you. These are great stocking stuffers.
Deep right in the stocking, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If she doesn't like it, 90-day guarantee. We'll exchange her for something she loves. No problem.
I love it. Yeah, so
awesome.
That's who we are. That's what we do. And thank you, Mark, because that's truly, when I talk to people, I talk to a lot of people, as does John and Scott. It's like everything makes sense to them but those 2 things, because you can kind of wrap your head around everything, but then that part, they kind of get stuck. But I think, we don't even question it anymore, right? It just happens. We mail out letters, we buy land, we put out marketing, we sell land. It's just like what we do. We don't even question it anymore. So we forget like maybe what it's like when you're new, trying to evaluate the model and what it might appear to like that new person.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, there's a lot of things out in the world that I'm like, I can't believe anybody buys this, but these are like billion-dollar industries.
True. Sorry.
True that.
My bougie, dirty martini. It's extra dirty.
It's very, very bougie.
Both bougie and dirty.
Anytime we concur, I'm going to have an olive. But I only got 3 olives,
awesome.
so we're going to do 3 concurs.
All right, we
Nice.
do have our first question of the night. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
From Daniel Bryan. Daniel, good to see you. He's got a fun question. So he bought a property a while back, found out there's a fence along the main road that blocks the easement to a whole lot of properties out there.
Yeah.
Thoughts on dealing with this? That's a good question.
I've had something similar in the past.
I've had something similar.
I've
John,
had something similar. Texas.
Mark.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've
So-
had rough access. I've never had it fenced.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting how, I mean, I very rarely this happens, right? But it did happen to me one time, and I went and I consulted with a lawyer. He's like, "Yeah, take the fence down. They can't do it. Just take the fence down." Like, which I didn't. I went and had someone talk to the neighbor, and we got rid of it. But it's like they can't do that, you know. And so, but I don't believe in. I want to make friends with the neighbors, right? So, but I don't know. What did you guys do?
I'm trying to think. I think I just sold it and disclaimed to the guy that, hey, there's a fence here and it shouldn't be here. And he climbed the fence to get to the property, and he liked the property. He's like, I'll deal with it. Mike, we owned that one together, actually. That was a 40-acre parcel out in Nevada.
Oh, the fence
And
climbing.
what's that?
The fence climbing deal.
It was a fence climber. Yeah, and it was a little bit hard to get to, but he liked the area, and I was able to disclose to him that there's legal access to the property. Don't know why this fence is up, and he went out there and liked it and bought it. I don't know whatever happened, so we didn't have to take any action with that, and you may not have to, Daniel, right? If you just disclose it to the potential buyer and say, hey, something's going on out there. I don't know what. But I think the other thing you could do is report it to the authorities because it's definitely not a legal fence. So, Mark, what was your experience in Texas?
Yeah, I mean, we did the Mike Zano approach, and we just were really cool about it and said, hey, look, this is our property. We can't access our property. We're going to have to, get there. Can you do us a solid before we have to call the sheriff and get
Right.
people involved and lawyers and all that? And
Reasonable.
we're reasonable. Now, if someone was like, I think we had one person who was unreasonable, and sheriff just goes out there and takes out that, gets the bolt cutter and does their thing. So, what I found over the years is that everything's solvable in the land business. IRS liens, you can get those cleared. There's nothing that's really unsolvable in a sense. Now, like I bought a side of a mountain. That was a problem, but I disclosed it. And, again, there's a pick for every barn. Like it sold and we made money.
Yeah.
Now today, if I did that, I would just call John. Right. So now you have a whole community of people that you can wholesale this property to that might, feel better about marketing it.
That's awesome.
I'm kidding about John wholesaling it.
I mean, I've sold the mountainsides. They're very pretty.
They're very pretty. I mean, people like it. So you never know. They all
Very
sell.
good. John, any last words of wisdom on this topic?
No, I think the only sometimes you can flip a negative as a positive too. So like I've had properties burned down before, like a forest fire comes through and a property burns, where I bought it knowing that and got a good deal on it. And I can pitch that as a positive, right? And so I say, like, we're discounting heavily. There's new growth happening. Here's an article, stuff like that. But, when you've got a negative, sometimes I had a property recently that we just sold last week, and the roads were pretty washed out. Like it was, you got to hop over the chasm to get to the property. And so, so we just
pole vaults.
Yeah. So we just kind of have, like, it's one of the nice things about, buying at the discounts that we do. Like, I made a lot less money than I wanted to, but I still made money on the deal and discounted it and pitched it as a great deal for somebody else. So
Just brought up a great life lesson. It reminded me when I was doing insurance work years ago before land investing, never hop over a puddle, because I was out doing work and I hopped over the puddle. But what looks to me like shallow water on the other side could be 2 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
Never hop over a puddle.
Looped you right up.
Oh, I almost lost my whole leg. It was like, whoa.
That reminds me of
no ankle support.
that reminds me of the old adage: a wise man never plays leapfrog with a unicorn.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
true.
I digress. I would say one other thing, Mike. I'd say one other thing to Daniel. We're going off we said no guardrails. Daniel, call all the neighbors, right?
Yes.
Because the guy who put up the fence
Probably wants it.
may want that land. And you could even have some fun with him on the phone.
You're already claiming it as yours. Might as well buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So might be good and easy neighbor sale for you. So
Yeah, you've already
Awesome.
improved it. You've already fenced it.
yeah, exactly. Very good. Very good. Martin Canchola. Martin, good to see you here. Can you give a brief recap of the Dirt Rich Summit? He's bummed he missed it due to a conflicting work conference.
Good news is you can block off next year. I think we already have a date, don't we? You can block
We have
it
a
off
date.
now.
Yeah, October 7th.
Yeah.
October
Block it off
7th, 8th, and 9th. I'll put that in the chat here. But let's give a 30-second synopsis on the Dirt Rich Summit. Ready, set, Mike?
Well, we had about 200, I would say, 200-ish land investment.
250, I think.
Which is kind of cool if you think about it, because if you across the whole country, all of us get together. There's only 250 people. Like, it shows you how tight this niche is, right? I mean, you go to a local meetup, you're going to have more than that. We had 250 people across the country, but came together. We had all kinds of inspirational stories, all kinds of presentations. We had vendors there, all different aspects of what you would need to run a successful land business. They were there. I thought Mark gave some really incredible content. Mark, you were performing pretty well up there. Like, I'm impressed. Like, you bring the energy, you really do. And I would say if you go there, you leave inspired, and you leave with so much more knowledge about this business, because no matter where you are, if you're at the beginning, you're thinking about doing land investing, you're going to meet people at different phases, and you're going to solidify why you might want to do this, right? If you're just starting out, you're going to find all different ways to acquire property. If you're in the middle of it, you're going to find ways to market and sell. If you've been doing it for a while, you're going to find ways to scale. I mean, I think we really cater to a broad group of people that are investing in land. So I thought it was like amazing. I really did. I thought it was like, we've done a lot of events over the years, and this one was by far the greatest in my opinion. We've had so much fun and so much learning. I learned a lot. I learned a ton.
I concur.
Oh,
Concur.
Okay.
Concur all day long.
all the time.
One thing I loved, Mark, is that you had more of your coaches help than ever with all the presentations. And, it used to be all Mark all the time, which we loved. But it was nice to hear from others, right? Everybody gave great presentations. Mike Zano, John Burnett, Jim Lala, Roberto, right? Jeff Detmer. Yeah.
Scott Boston.
Yeah, thanks. But it was fun. It was fun to hear from all the coaches and hear what their maybe field of expertise is, or where they were 10 years ago and where they were now. And it was very valuable in that regard, I think.
Yeah, so many people have been doing it for so long now, Mark, that you can lean in on that depth and get so many a variety of experiences, right? That's really cool. Right? That's something I think that you didn't have at the very beginning, right? But now you have. You have so many people that you've worked with, and so many people have developed this to a high level that you can just listen to their stories now and get such inspiration.
No, it's amazing. And, I'm the first land geek, but we're all land geeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to your point, it's really just so gratifying to hear everybody's story and how they've evolved their land business and the abundance mentality. Like, everyone wants to share, and they want them to be successful and want them to be up on stage a year from now.
Yes.
And we even had, Kirk in the room. He's like, yeah, 367 days. I'm at $10,000 a month passive income.
Right.
And and everyone's celebrating. It was awesome.
Very motivating.
It was awesome. John, any last thoughts on the summit?
Just that I concur.
Oh, Mike's gonna be out of
Wow.
olives.
We don't have enough olives.
No, I mean it was great. I just really there were just a lot of awesome people there. I think it was just really great to see everybody. It was also great to get positive comments about the nightcap and that people actually watch this and enjoy it. And so that was really great. But yeah, really inspiring. I went away just feeling really great and ready to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Chantel Kruger McCallum, good to see you and Daniel there. Said it was a great experience. Can't wait to see everyone next year. Daniel, thank you very much for that. It was great to meet you guys in person.
Oh, yeah.
Is the location already locked in? It is. I think it's at the same location, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that Hilton.
Hilton downtown
Don't fix it.
Austin. What's that?
Yeah,
Mike?
Not broken, don't fix it. That was
not
perfect.
broken. I'll
right.
fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a seamless weekend too. With we've talked about it. The tech crew was phenomenal.
TV
and
team was on point. Oh my God.
the AV team was on point, and Mackenzie, who coordinated the entire event, was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Didn't miss a beat with anything, with 3 different rooms going at the same time. So yeah, it was an awesome event. Cool. All right, let's find another question.
John, you sipping coffee?
What's that?
You sipping
Oh,
coffee?
this is non-alcoholic.
Thank you, Joe.
Black tea porter.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, like it.
Very tasty.
All right. Yeah, Mark looks younger.
Mark,
without
you
his
know the
glasses.
mullet's coming back. It's already back. The young generation.
Oh yeah, the mullets are. Yeah.
I'm working on it. Fun.
I think
fun
you
in,
look-
what is it? Work in the front, fun in the back.
Party in the back. Yep.
There it
Business
is.
in the front, party in the back.
This is part. Yeah.
I love it. All right, from Daniel. Has a friend who's interested. How does he get them started? John Burnett, you have a buddy who's interested in land investing. What are you gonna recommend they do?
So I would recommend that they get on the phone with one of us. And then we can talk to them and find out if it's a good fit and then get them on path and get them in the spot where they're learning. So I think you need good education and good information. You know, it's good to not go at this alone. And you need to maintain your momentum, right? And so come here. You can send them to Nightcap. I think it's great. You know, like we do these things. We answer your questions. We can give you good information. And then they just need to start learning. They can give them the book too. Give them Dirt Rich. Give them Dirt Rich too. And then, just have them hop on the phone with us.
Are we doing I think a Q&A next week? Maybe that might be helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Doing something next week, I think.
I think we are next Tuesday night, I believe, at right before Nightcap.
So you get a double dose. Q&A and Nightcap. What a great intro.
Yeah. Send them our way, Daniel. Awesome. And then, I think for anybody in your life too, just show them some results. Show them the proof that this works, right? That's fun. People might look at you they might give you the side eye initially, like land investing, and then, show them, hey, here's what I'm doing. And it's pretty neat. So you could, get them a Got Land t-shirt. It's a pretty awesome t-shirt. All right, awesome. Let's see here. Oh, here's a good one from Charles Jones. Charles, good to see you, sir. On average, how many mailers do you think an owner of land receives on an annual basis from investors?
Ooh.
Let's assume a price point under 10,000. Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
I think it's, depending on the area too. There are some areas like we talk about all the time. Florida is a very competitive market, right? So someone in Florida is going to receive a lot of offers. Does that mean you can't get a deal there? No, you absolutely can, because it's a matter of timing. But you just got to keep, hammering away the mailers, and it's going to take more to get there. Some of these rural properties, people think it's saturated, but Scott, John, we know we mail some of these areas, and sometimes it's the first lottery I've ever gotten. Like, you run into these situations where, someone hasn't even been contacted, or maybe they were contacted, but they didn't open it because, It's like the old credit card analogy, right? When the people send out credit card offers, we get them all the time. Run the trash in the trash. But the one day you happen to open it, or somebody opens it and they need a credit card, that's the day that they really, take action. So it's tough to say. I'd say in Florida, Charles, you're going to get a lot of people receiving a lot of letters. Still, you can do a deal there. I still do deals there myself. It just takes a little bit more to break through the noise, and it takes consistency. Other areas, not so many. It's tough to say how many, though. I don't know. I guess he's just looking for a guess, too. I don't know. What would you guess, you guys?
Well, we ask people occasionally, hey, have you gotten other offers on this property? Yeah, I've gotten offers. Well, how, when's the last one you got? A couple months ago, right? Like that's a common response from people. A couple months ago or a year ago, like that's actually very common. And so I don't think people are being just inundated with offers. I don't think they're getting 4 letters a day, right? Which you see on some sites. People are getting 4 letters a day. No, they're not. They're just
How
not.
many times I bet you've all had this happen. You get, I received a letter from you like 6 months ago or a year ago, and they call you and they contact you. So if they were getting, blasted with letters, how does that happen? It wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, John? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think Mike brought up a really good point about timing. Like, well done, Mike.
Drink to that.
But I mean, one of the things that I've done a lot is remailing, right? Mm-hmm. There's some areas where I would remail, every 90 days or so. And if you add that up, that's somebody's getting 4 letters from me every year, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason I do that is because it works, right? Because you hit these people over and over again and the timing's right. And there's actually a somewhat of a predictable churn rate. And so just, even me resending letters when the timing's right, it clicks. So.
Yeah, I think a more interesting question might be how many offers, how much money do I need to spend in mailing on average before I'm into a profitable deal? Scott, we were talking about somebody that did a different program for land flipping, and they spent $40,000, $30,000 on mailing.
Yeah, over $40,000.
Over $40,000 on mailing to buy a $30,000 property to sell it for $50,000.
Yeah.
So they were not profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, how many mailers do we have to spend on average in a month before we get a profitable deal? Is it 100?
Yeah, it's 100.
It's 100.
I mean, right now there's areas where our purchase rate is 1%.
Right. So it's 100.
Yeah.
Which is $100, Charles.
Yeah.
So the question is, how many $100 lottery tickets will you send out in a month before you're profitable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
An excellent point.
I think about the consistency of mailing, and it makes me think of something. When I can relate it to my own life, it makes more sense. Like I have, we all receive so many text messages from different things, and even friends. And you didn't ever had like a busy day or two or a week, and all of a sudden, like you didn't respond to a friend, and the text is way down there. It's not. I mean, it's so like it takes a lot to break through the noise in our life, not just mailing, but in any aspect of it. That you have to be consistent, and it's not like we don't want to respond back to them, but we mail letters to people. There's things that I want to do that sometimes go on the back burner, but if someone would remind me, I'm like, yeah, I do want to do that. But it's like life just keeps rolling along and things get left in the dust, and so they have to be kind of so when John mails again, it brings it back up to the top. And maybe it doesn't work that time, but it comes back to the top. And eventually it comes at the right time when the person can pay attention to it, and bang, a deal is blossomed. But you have to keep that. I mean, you just look at your own life. I do it all the time. It's like, I don't want to ignore my friends, but sometimes I get so many correspondence in a day, or maybe I'll Vox to Scott Bossman and he won't reply all day. And I know he's not ignoring me, or maybe he is, But I'm just saying,
No.
break through that noise.
But then he messages you back and you leave him on read. And it's just,
Gonna give him a little taste of his own medicine.
yeah, exactly. Give me a taste of my own medicine.
But you got to break through the noise, right? You can see it in our
Yeah.
own lives. It makes sense when you think about it, right? These people might want to sell, but you need to remind them of the fact that they want to sell.
I love it. I love it. Push through the noise.
Yeah.
So much
Very
wisdom.
cool.
It's not a
So
remail,
much
it's a
wisdom.
reminder.
Ooh. The reminder remailer.
The reminder emailer.
All right. Chantel, they sold land this week. Congrats, guys. That's awesome. Congrats to you.
Cheers.
We'd love to see the numbers if you don't mind sharing. Chantel really discovered she enjoys creating ads and getting those responses back. She and Daniel are talking about a VA intake manager advice. Ooh, that's a great question.
Ooh,
Well,
that's a good one.
I don't recommend hiring anybody you know, because if you have to fire them, it's awkward.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
No. I'm just saying. No. Don't. Family members are probably not. And they're great, but if you ever have, it's anyway. That's just one bit right there. But also, I think an intake manager is somebody that is organized, a good communicator, can build rapport. Right? There's no really. They just have to be somebody that can just carry a good conversation, right? Because a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know this, right? They'll sell to us because they like us. And we're likable. We can carry a conversation, ask them questions. I call it, we talk about it all the time, land therapy. You want to get a land therapist to be your intake manager, because these people, some of them, they've owned property for decades and they'll let it go, but they want to, the old couple be like, oh, we used to go out there and do this. Or perhaps, sadly, one of them has passed away and he or she relived the memory with it. And so there's this whole process of them, and they want to process it. They're ready to let it go. But you provide them a very valuable service by allowing them to process, why they buy it in the first place. Ask them, why'd you buy it? What happened? Did you go to it? And you hear the whole story. At the end, they're ready to let it go. So you need an intake manager is really a land therapist, and that's what you're looking for.
I love it. A land therapist.
Yeah.
I think you also need someone who's a little bit of a hustler, and they need to be organized, right? Because when you've been in this a while, we're dealing in high volume. So we need to have somebody who, communicates with the potential seller, but follows up and follows up and follows up, because we want that deal. It's just like it is on the sales side, right? So to have a little bit of hustle and to have some organizational skills and to ask the right questions. And how do they know how to ask the right questions? You just have to train them really well. Right. So I think you just need to know the intake process really well. You need to know all the questions to ask, and then hire that out to somebody else so they can do it. But yeah, I guess that'd be my advice. What about you, John?
Yeah, I would just say don't go set it and forget it. It's really easy to, whenever you've got an area that, doesn't give you joy to run, maybe you're tired of managing the intake side of your business, and then you delegate it, and then you kind of pull away and don't keep tabs on your virtual assistant, and then all of a sudden, lead flow stops, or you're just not buying properties at the same rate as you should be. So it's important to keep close tabs, and like Mike and Scott were saying, make sure that you're training continuously. There are tools that you can use that actually allow you to record phone calls as well. Open Phone does it, Follow Up Boss does it. And so you can use that as training materials where you can go through calls and just make sure that you're keeping close tabs and not going set it and forget it.
And I will add that I just think if you can hire a family friend. My intake manager actually is a good friend of mine. He does a great job. But I'm saying, just be careful with family. Make sure you have an expectation set, because if it's not clearly set, it could get awkward when it comes time to make adjustments. That's all.
Yeah, I love what John said too. I think a daily huddle goes a long way. Just staying engaged with them. They know you're engaged. 15 minutes a day. You know, what were the bottlenecks yesterday? What are you looking forward to today? What was a win? You know, these little touch points. Let's do a role play and incentivize them correctly. So if I'm negotiating with John on intake side, and I know that the most I want to pay for this property is $2,000, and as intake I can get it for $1,800. Well, maybe I would get a bonus then for saving that $200, and now they're aligned with you as well, and they're motivated to do it. So, and then of course, if you've read Dirt Rich or Dirt Rich 2, shameless plug, you want to hire 3 to test, keep 1. Who's got the emotional labor, right? Who's going to go above and beyond? Who's going to do the thing that's not just beyond SOP and solve problems and think?
Awesome. Hopefully that helps, Chantel. Good luck. Have fun. Let us know how it goes. All right. Well, here's a good one. Has anyone tried getting AI input on pricing your offers? Any measurable success with that? I bet John Burnett is doing this.
I haven't done it on kind of our standard deals. I did try it once. I got a kind of a weird big deal, and used ChatGPT with deep research, and was pretty impressed with what it was able to pull for me. So I think that I would maybe be interested, but I also wouldn't be surprised in the areas where I work if it was just totally off base, right? So I think for me, I think it's worth trying, but I just think a set of human eyeballs on your offers is going to be the best thing. And the reality is that, one of the benefits of the model is there's so much repeatability. When you're dealing with rural subdivisions and you've got, 4,000 5-acre lots, you've got a lot of comps, and to find like a land selling site where they've got a map search, you can zoom right into the area where you are sending offers and you can see what the active comps are. And so for me, that kind of trumps everything. So I think it's worth trying, but I would trust my eyeballs above ChatGPT.
If you're using LG Pass, we've got LG Pass data that's going to actually give that information to you, powered by Zamplo. So it's not using necessarily AI, but it might be.
Yeah, I concur with what John said for sure.
One olive left.
Yeah, one out left. That's it. Last concur.
No more concurring.
Sad. It's a sad day. All right, awesome. Hopefully that's helpful. I don't think we're there yet, right? I think maybe we will be at some point, but I'd like to trust and verify that information on AI is in line with what I'm seeing in the market. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one's gonna kill me. Come on, Donald. Donald's new, but diving in head first. Happy to find a great community. You guys rock, but a special shout out to Mike, because you're the man.
Thanks, Donald. Checks in the mail.
You probably told him to say that, didn't you?
Everybody I talked to, and they had to go,
my
by the
God.
way, when you go on the nightcap, gotta say hi because it makes Scott mad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Donald's gonna crush it. He's on his way.
I love that.
Donald, welcome. And look forward to having some interaction with you. No, but awesome. Glad to have you here for sure. And I love anyone who loves Mike. So there you go.
I don't want to say the words, but I agree.
I agree.
Oh, we need more olives.
All right, here's a good one. Oh, Andrew Pond. Andrew, how are you? Seller did not return mailer, but called, and they agreed on a price. Should Andrew send him a purchase agreement to sign and return before working on getting him to sign and notarize the deed? That's a great logistical question we get all the time.
I don't always do it, to be honest.
What's that, Mike?
I don't always do that. If we're in good communication, and because the deed's going to convey it, really what they're looking for, the makings of a good deal is clear, crisp communication and staying on top of things. So you can do that if you feel safer, if you feel better. I don't always do it. Our team, it just depends.
Yeah, I would say I rarely do it, in all honesty. So
I think it's overkill.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Andrew, I think the offer that the mailer you sent to them, the language on it says something like pending your due diligence, right? So it's not a binding agreement really per se, anyway. So I think a lot of these conversations that you're having with people on the phone can just be, you just negotiate on the phone, come up with the final price. You could do a formal purchase agreement if you want to on the front end to protect both you and the seller, but we typically just do the deed unless the seller asks for that. Cool. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see here. Oh, Charles says it's good to see me. Daniel told his friend to read Dirt Rich, and he's been talking with him about the results, which got him interested. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right, very good. Okay, here we go. Daniel was talking about for when we were talking about mailers at the start, you have to account for honing in your mailers too. It took me about 300 to 400, modifying every 100 before I got reliable response rates. Yeah, so Daniel's talking about getting to know your market and to get to know the pricing in that area. And sometimes it takes a little while. It takes a few mailers to kind of dial in on that price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but less than 30,000.
Yes.
Right. Less than 40,000 mailers or 30,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So Daniel Chantel's sale, it was from one of the 21 properties they bought.
Wow.
They bought each for 700 and they sold the property for 2,000 with a 249 doc fee.
Nice job.
Wow.
Sitting on a nice little land portfolio there.
I was talking to Daniel at the summit, and I think, Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, but when they had these 21 properties, they brought them to Nightcap and they said, should we buy it? And we said yes, and they did.
I can't remember.
Oh, that's an interesting little twist.
I think yeah. So
Daniel,
I hope that deal brings you much joy, Daniel. Let's see here. Daniel, not sure if it's called an intake manager, but we are also looking for someone to follow up on ad responses to filter out actual leads. That is one of the best things to outsource, in my opinion.
More like a sales assistant, I think he's talking about on the sales side, right?
Yeah, because sale, like speed to lead is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Think about your own life. If you are scrolling, you ask a question, like you're gone in at the most 5 minutes, then you're off. Like I literally have the attention span of a ferret on a double cappuccino now. Like within 1 minute, I'm off to the next thing. And so if you have a sales assistant within 60 seconds or less is getting back to that person, is this still interested? Boom. Yes, it is. They're engaged. But if it's an hour later, they totally forgot about that property.
Yeah, good point.
Awesome. Let's see here. Not a question, but another nightmare.
Ooh.
County lost the deed twice.
Ooh.
And I have to contact the owner and get a new notary out there again. Oh yeah, I think we've all been there too, right? Like especially in the snail mail counties. Some of us just avoid the snail mail counties now because it's just too much of a hassle.
Right.
Right. We like counties that use Simplifile for e-recording or what's the other one? CSC. I can't remember what that stands for. It's another e-recording service.
Twice?
Yeah.
Twice?
What's that, Mike?
They lost
twice. That's crazy. Yeah. That's a bummer.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So, Daniel, if, you know, I think if that was me, I might skedaddle, but you never know. Had it under contract too, and had to drop the sale. Oh, that is a sad day.
That is a sad day.
He's in a little dip, right?
Well, the good thing, you know, people want the property, so it'll sell once you
Yeah.
get it straightened out.
Exactly.
Up the price.
Speaking of the dip, Daniel enjoyed the book, The Dip. Started listening to This Is Marketing by Seth Godin, which also enjoying it. Mark, you love Seth Godin.
I love Seth Godin. We need to get Seth Godin on Nightcap. Seth,
Ooh,
I'm
that'd
sure
be-
you're watching.
I'm sure he
You're-
is.
You're welcome to join.
Yes. Oh man. How many mailers? This is from Courtney. Courtney, I see you. How many mailers do you recommend to send out each month to keep at least one closed deal a month? Well, some areas, like we mentioned earlier, 100 mailers will get you an offer or will get you property. 100 to 200 mailers will get you property. So I think if you're, you're starting out and you're wanting to gain some traction and gain some momentum, at least 100 to probably 200 mailers a month to start out, but you could definitely take it further, right, Mike?
Flight School recommended, rhythm 20 a day. You can't go wrong. 20 a day, and you're gonna have deal flow.
Yep, for sure. Awesome. Daniel did bring it to Nightcap, and Mark said, "Oh, that's right." Mark said, "If we don't buy it, he will."
Mark's the one. Mark's the one.
Awesome. Very good. Any other questions out there, guys? Dealer's choice. We got 5 minutes left.
Any answers? Any answers?
Any other burning questions about land investing? Any deals you're needing help with? Any nuts and bolts questions? Fellas, this was fun. I liked the non-scripted, dealer's choice tonight. It was good.
Well,
This
it
is
flew
fun.
by.
It flew by. Definitely flew by.
John, no kids in the lap tonight.
Yeah, there's no kid of the week tonight.
Ah,
Next week.
Next week. No kidding.
you have to bring them all on one at a time, and then you're going to start again. And we're going to have to see if we remember who's who.
We'll just do a rotation.
Yeah, then we'll have to guess. Which one is it again?
Yeah, we've got lots of rotations going for Advent. So,
Speaking of Advent, I have to show this to you. My wife got this for me tonight. My wife is so wonderful. She got me this Star Wars Advent calendar.
oh, nice.
Oh,
Right? And
that's awesome.
December 1st was Baby Yoda, and December 2nd was his little vehicle that he travels in.
Well, you can't eat it though.
Oh,
No, you can't eat it. It's like heavy duty. Like this is
You could eat it. It's just
quality action figure material right here.
You can, but you probably
So.
should. It's not easily
I probably-
digestible.
Right. So I'll keep you updated with my Star Wars figurines here as the Advent season passes. I want to give a little shout out to the Minnesota State Minnesota State University Mavericks have it advanced again to the Elite Eight. They're
Really?
the Elite
Wow.
Eight in the Division II football championship. So my son will be playing this weekend in Michigan.
You going?
So go Mavs.
How far is
Go
I
Michigan?
don't know. Last weekend's game, it was a tough drive. We drove to Indianapolis, Mark, and the way home was brutal. It was 10 hours of snow the entire drive. Snow-packed roads.
Oh,
It was a tough ride. I'm still tired from it, so I don't know if we're making it this weekend or not.
how far to Michigan?
It's like 8 hours.
Oh, piece
It's a
of
long
cake.
drive. Yeah, piece of cake. Yeah, but anyway, go Mavs.
Yeah,
Hey,
go
I
back.
appreciate you guys. Fun to spend this time with you as always.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You agree?
I'm out of olives.
Awesome, everybody. Well, I don't know what our topic is next week, but we'll bring a good one. And we appreciate y'all coming. Mark, thank you. John, cheers.
Cheers.
Mike, brother.
Thank you guys.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.